welcome to day 20. Can you believe it? I'm hoping there's still some of you out there. I've just been to Aldi in all the snow and the ice, so it's just starting to get chaotic out there. So today we're going to just spend a few minutes exploring some twists for our backs. And as ever, when we're doing any of these things, you just take it easy, see how you get on. So we'll start simple, we'll get slightly more complicated. So our first one is going to be what's called an easy twist. So I know towards the beginning of this we talked about easy seat, so you're kind of making sure your sit bones are rooted down into the ground, sitting up nice and straight. And as ever, just take a moment. I've just finished lunch and got in from shopping, so I can feel myself being a bit hyper. So I'm just going to take a minute to calm down. And then for an easy twist, we're going to bring in just a little bit of stretching to go with that. You don't have to, but it just adds in a little bit more. So we're going to raise our arms, a really good stretch. Adrienne talks about thinking about being a monkey hanging from the tree, so you're just stretching really naturally. And then we're going to take our right hand to our left knee, and we're going to bring our left hand behind us. I'm just coming onto the tip of my fingers behind me, and I think about sitting up straight, and as I breathe out, I'm going to turn and look over my shoulder. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Come back to center, and let's do one of those big stretches again, thinking about really feeling a stretch through your side body. And then we take the left hand to the right knee, coming up onto the fingertips of our right hand, sitting up straight, and I'm going to look over my right shoulder and take 3 breaths here. Back to center. And then we're going to do a twist that's called half Lord of the Fishes. I don't know why, and I don't know if there's a whole Lord of the Fishes, but never mind. So I'm going to take my right leg out in front of me, so I'm keeping that straight, and I'm going to bring my left knee in towards my groin. Now you might, in fact I'm going to do that, I can feel my back arching, sinking a little bit, so I'm going to put a cushion under my bum, because that just helps me to be able to sit up more straight. And just take a moment to feel that out. And then I'm going to lift my right arm, and there's 2 options here. You can either hook that right arm around there, or the slightly trickier one is that you can take the inside of your elbow and twist that way. But I'm feeling stiff and cold today, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take this right arm and I'm going to bring my knee into the crook of my elbow. Again, I'm going to bring my fingers up behind me, and I'm going to take 3 breaths looking over that left shoulder. We're just going to do a quick counter twist, so I'm going to take both of my hands and look over to the right. And let's come back to center. I'll swap over. So this time I'm bringing my right knee in. Just take a moment. I've got my left leg out in front of me, and my left toes are flexed so that I've got that nice stability and stretch in my left foot. And then I'm going to raise my left arm, and I'm going to hook it round. Remembering again, we can do it that way, but for some reason my body is just not having that today. Rest gently on the tips of my right fingers, squeezing that knee And I'm going to look over my right shoulder. And then I'm going to let that go and come back to centre. So we're going to do just one more. And this one we're going to do from a lunge pose. So we've done lunge before, more than once. So I'm going to step forward with my right knee. And remember, we're looking for that sort of 90-degree angle where your knee is over your ankle. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing these in jeans like I am, but it's too cold for me to get changed. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to come just onto the tip of my fingers down onto the floor. I'm going to push into my left foot for some stability, and then I'm going to raise my right arm and I'm going to look up to that arm. If you've got the space, you can take it back a little bit, but thinking about really rotating your chest up to the sky. And then I'm going to bring that back down, and we'll step that back, and we'll do that on the other side. So my left foot is grounded, my right foot is pressing into the ground. I'm going to take my right hand down and I'm going to raise my left arm. And I definitely, as I've said, I don't have the same range of motion in my left. And you can look straight down, you can look ahead, or you can look up to that arm. And I'm going to let that go. And just before we finish, I know I've done knocking on heaven's door with you a couple of times, but I thought we'd actually just do for a minute some kneeling knocking on heaven's door, keeping things a bit lower to the ground. And the reason I'm suggesting this is because, as I've said before, it's really good for counterposing against any of the twists, getting any clicks, clunks out in your back, and it just feels nice. And you can go as gentle, as fast as you want to. You can kind of bring in the rest of your body. You do whatever works for you. Just getting everything moving. And then I'm going to start to slow it down. And then, as we've done before, let's just take a moment to feel that flush of energy. And that's us for today. So I will see you tomorrow for the 21st, which is the solstice. Take care all. Namaste.